Hello guys, it's me again with you. Hello, nice to meet all of you today in Kyiv. I hope all of you stay with us still because we are going to continue our show today, and you see it's an awesome sorry guys, exciting event today, Oktoberfest, where you can try a lot of different types of food, a lot of different types of beer. By the way, the beer is 100% natural, and I can assure you that's just from private special factories without any chemicals and preservatives. So you know now one more method to spend a good time with your beloved lady when the weather is bad. You see now it's very gloomy in Kyiv, and on our way from Sumy to Kyiv it was really hard raining today. So you see, Kyiv is a big city, so all the time they have such a special events like different sport competitions, championships, like beer fests, whatever. So anyway, what I want to tell you, we got a lot of questions, and until Ivana is having a little bit break, I would like to answer your questions, guys. As usual, Manabu is our everyday guest. Hello Manabu, yeah, I see. Also guys, hello to everybody, thanks for your joining us. Also don't forget to subscribe our channel, to like our episodes, and to click notification bell button in order not to miss our next exciting episodes, because we're still planning to surprise you and to excite you with different events, streams, discussing a lot of hot burning topics. So please just stay with us, okay? So let's get back to the questions, guys, and I'm going to give my answers to you. One question was from one question was from Fat. Is this a place women would go alone, or would they only go with friends or their boyfriends? Actually, you know, if the person is active and socializing, so it's okay just to come alone. But usually I think the best way to join the company and to enjoy, to spend really good time, exciting time, to have some fun just with the company of friends. You can easily come with your husband, with your boyfriend, just with your girlfriend, whatever, and you can just sit down at the table. I'm going to show you later when we come inside again how people just sitting, eating, spending time, buying some foods, trying beer. For Ukrainians, I would like to say also beer is not so cheap, but really good quality. For you to have an idea, just like 300 milliliters of good quality beer here costs about $2, maybe a little bit less. For you guys, in comparison with Western prices, I think it's nothing. It's very cheap, but for Ukrainians it's quite a little bit. So we are people from Sumy, we were a little bit surprised. But like for Kyiv citizenships, for them I see no problem at all. So they just walking around buying beer, and that's it. So it's a perfect place to spend time, by the way. Okay, Uchida Manabu, we are going to enjoy this fest. Okay. No drug shop. We have a lot of drug shop if we are talking about medicine everywhere. Like maybe it's a very big business here in Ukraine. So drug shop we have like every 100 meters. One second. Harry, у меня есть вопрос, но мне придется спросить по-английски, потому что я очень плохо говорю по-русски. Нужно будет спросить по-английски. Harry, you have a perfect Russian. Please continue, keep trying. Best, really good writing and talking, I'm sure, as well. Are there any Russian language schools in Sumy? You mean for foreigners? I think yes. You know, I didn't check, but I think yes, because in Sumy we have a lot of different language schools. We have specialized establishment places, and we have also a lot of American volunteers who provides free Russian lessons. The biggest city library. People come there, and that's for free. So I think if we check, I hope yes, and maybe there are lots of people who can teach you Russian as well. Okay. We hear about alcoholism. Is a problem with Ukrainian men. Exaggerated or no? No, not exaggerated. Actually, it's a real big disaster, and really Ukrainian people drink a lot. Sometimes not everybody. As I told, you can check my last week stream. Also, it was about alcohol. So about 68% of men they drink. I'm not talking about heavy drinks, but socially, occasionally, like attending such type of events. You know, also. Alcoholics, really people who is drinking heavily, they won't come to this event because it's a special event. It's not cheap, by the way, so not everybody who used to drink every day, they cannot even distinguish and understand the taste, and the price is quite high. So if they want just to get high drunk, so they just go to any supermarket to buy just cheap beer or vodka and get drunk. So actually problem is not exaggerated. Yeah. What else?
We will have just a 10 minutes break.
One second,
back to you.
We have one more question, guys. 1 second. Manabu hi Vita, hi. Do women want men to be men? Open doors for them, be polite, help them with the courts, or this is frowned upon? Obviously, absolutely, every lady is waiting for her gentleman, the only one. And you know, it's also I have one video on our channel about polite manners, about tips for first date. Always women will wait for good manners, and we Ukrainian women, we used to have like old traditional school, dating school. So you need to be a gentleman, you need to open door to the car, you need to let the woman first in, you need to move the chair in the restaurant when she wants to sit down, you better give her hand when she's leaving the car or bus. So obviously, and you should take the coat. It's absolutely, and if you will follow these procedures, women for sure 100% will pay attention to you and to your manners. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Okay, do we have some other questions, guys? Do we have some questions? No? Guys, okay, because if you don't any questions for now, okay, we have one more question. Thanks, good. Manabo. Okay, may I ask that the Lugansk lady want to take friend in Sumy when we meeting? Is it normal or she must be a scammer? Yes. Actually, it's a strange desire, because I think for the first date you should be alone. Anyway, she's not coming to your country. You coming to her to see, to visit her here. Either she's
Give me your thinking.
Sorry?
Please give me your
Please give me your thinking. Yes, scammer or yes, normal. Yeah, guys, you know, I think the first date is one of the most important dates between men and women. Doesn't matter, we are talking about foreign and Ukrainian women. Anyway, it's individual, it's private, and you will be both shy. Maybe she thinks she will feel more comfortable, not so shy, but I think it's better to meet alone for the first time. Second, third, fourth, when you feel comfortable together, when you feel you have kind of friendly relations and attitude, you understand each other well, so then it's a good idea, maybe, if she wants to introduce you to her friends. Maybe she wants just to show you to her friend, to hear her judgment, to hear her thinking about you, what does she think about you, and if you are a worthy variant, a worthy option or not. Okay, but I'm not sure if your lady from Lugansk is speaking English. If she's okay with English, so I think no need to bring friend for the first date, and you can ask her why she need friend on the first date, because you would like to spend time just with her. You can tell her that you won't feel comfortable because you want to concentrate just on communicating with her and something like this. Okay, we got one more question. Manabo, I hope you got my answer. Harry, why do you always reference your times to New York time? Surely it would be much better to give your times as Ukrainian time, as that is where your broadcasts are. Okay. Actually, I don't know how to ask this question because, like, it's the biggest city, and everybody can check. I always mention Ukrainian time. If you notice, I always tell you that every Saturday and Sunday, let's say my streams, we usually start 6 p.m. Ukrainian time up to 7 p.m. Ukrainian time, which is 11 a.m. New York time, up to noon New York time. But anyway, I always mention Ukrainian time, so you can easily check. For guys who doesn't know, right now it's a 4:45. Okay. Okay, we have one more question about Russian and Ukrainian language. No, it's absolutely two different languages. Okay, we have some same roots, we have some same words, like words in common, but just want to give you as an example. Like if we are talking in Russian, good night, in Russian will be спокойной ночи, in Ukrainian will be на добраніч. But mother in Russian mama, in Ukrainian mamo, practically the same. So we have a lot of words which really sounds like same. But I can tell you, Russian people cannot understand Ukrainian language. And even we, eastern northern part of Ukraine, sometimes we can't understand language of people who lives in west of Ukraine, because they are very close to border Poland, Belarus, Hungary, Moldova. They have their specific accent and specific words like borrowings, which they took from another languages, and sometimes we, eastern part of Ukraine, we cannot understand. And of course we have more Russian accent. Eastern part of Ukraine, we have more Russian accent, and personally I can speak Russian and Ukrainian both. For me, it doesn't matter to watch movie in Ukrainian or in Russian, but people also, like in Odessa, South Ukraine, they cannot understand Ukrainian, practically never. They never watch TV in Ukrainian, they don't read newspapers. I have a lot of friends in Odessa, they like nothing about Ukrainian language. So I hope you understand. It's like brother sister languages. Okay, we have a lot of common, but still it's different. But all Ukrainians understand Russian anyway. Okay, we have one more question, guys. Okay, 1 second. Manabu, she speaks English. She feels scary and nervous with meeting, she said, and call in English every night also. No, Vita is not a short form of Vitalina. A lot of people confuse my name, you know, and they have all the time arguments and fighting with all people who confuse my name. I really hate these guys. I'm not Victoria, because if you know Latin language, okay, Victoria means victory. Vita means life. So, you know, like Dolce Vita, like Vita Dent, Vita Line, Vita Life. So my name is in passport just Vita. Vitalina is kind of a deviation from Vita, but in passport my name is Vita, and sometimes people re-ask me, are you Victoria, are you Vitalina? I say, no, I'm just Vita. Even teachers in school were confusing my name and always told me like Victoria. I'm always very offended, okay, and I'm telling people it's the same like if your name is Josh and I will call you Andrew. So for me it's absolutely different names, because the meaning is absolutely different. Okay, guys, so Vita is just my full name. Okay, we have one more question, guys, 1 second. So, what is a good Ukrainian language to learn? What do you mean? I didn't get your question. You mean if it's better to learn Russian or Ukrainian? I think it's better to learn Russian anyway, because Ukrainian is more difficult than Russian. It's more specific pronunciation, more specific accent. We have a lot of sounds which Russian language doesn't have. Okay, like in Russian we have G, in Ukrainian we have H. It's absolutely different pronunciation. But anyway, all Ukrainian people can understand Russian, and I think Russian is the best option. But younger generation prefer now Ukrainian language due to patriotism, okay? But my children learn Ukrainian in school, but anyway, in family, in the house, outside, we are talking Russian. All the fairy tales, all books I'm reading in Russian, but anyway, they understand Ukrainian. But Russian, I think, is best option. We have one more question, guys. Okay, Bradford, I returned from a trip to Kharkiv, Ukraine. I met two ladies and I don't know which to go for long term. Lady one might be in it only for the material gains, lady. Second, might be mentally deficient. You know, only you can feel and only you can understand and realize which lady fits you best, because I don't know specific situation, I don't know specific peculiarities of your communication and relations. If I were present at your meetings, at your datings, of course I can understand immediately if the girl is playing with you or if she's serious, if she's genuine, because I can feel it, I can see from her movements, from specific words. Sometimes girls even using translators in their scamming games, because they are talking before, they're preparing specific scene scenario, and they have specific plan. Like if the girl wants to get something from you, she asks translator to speak in a specific way to hint, because then in this case it looks like not lady hints you, but like translator tried to pass you information, so you won't be angry towards lady. But anyway, you know, I think the lady who is just for profit, it's a waste of your time and money. You don't need such type of lady. You're looking for the wife, you're looking for the friend, you're looking for the person who will support you all your life in any different situation, whether you're poor, whether you are rich. I always tell it's always easy to love young, handsome, successful and rich. Just try to love poor, not successful, or maybe just, I hope that's not like a long-term situation, but when the people is sick, when he's not successful, when he failed. Anyway, you should have some person who can support you in this situation, and you should be sure, confident that this lady won't leave you in bad days, in bad times. Okay, so do we have more questions? 1 second, guys. What is a good city and cheap to retire in Ukraine? Good city, good city, good city. It depends, guys. What do you mean about good city? Good city, it depends also on what type of personality you are, because if you like activity, anyway, you would prefer a big city. If you like more calm life, it can be like a small town, but after Western country, after European country, after foreign coming from abroad, anyway, you should understand what type of life you are looking for. Sumy is a very good city. In comparison with Kiev, it's much more cheaper, but still it's very nice, full of nice girls, full of different interesting places, but it's more small. You know, I have been working in Kiev many years ago, maybe 15 years ago, and I was like sick about the Kiev. You know, I have been working like shifts, like 3 weeks in Kiev, 3 weeks in Sumy. Every time I come back from Kiev to Sumy, I felt myself like I come back to village, because I could pass the whole city, Sumy, just in 20-30 minutes, you know, from one end to another, and I didn't know where to go. It's absolutely different energy. Kiev is activity, it's full of energy, people rushing, you cannot stop, it's not slow down, you always will be in a rush. In Sumy it's more calm. It's more calm, but you still have something to do. I like Sumy. Sumy is really nice city. I hope you got my answer. 1 second. Captain Vita, I remember from Match Guarantee saying single mothers are different from the one USA. Explain the difference. Captain, I can't tell. I can't give you exact answer because I have not been in America, in the USA, so I am not sure. I always try to be objective, you know, and I know Ukrainian women, they have their advantages and disadvantages as well. I never say all Ukrainian women, they are only perfect, okay? And it can be, I heard a lot of bad stories right now about American women. Every day guys complaining, not only about single mothers, just like, anyway. But, you know, I believe people can be good there and here, people can be bad there and here. You just need to find the right one. I'm not sure how single mother lives in America, how she survived, if she have some governmental donations, some help, if relatives help her, and what is the attitude of society to single mothers, because also the reason why she is a single mother, it's a very big question, you know. If she was young and if she got baby just accidentally, just from one date relations or maybe from unsuccessful relations, you know, she can be blamed. But if she is a widow or maybe it was her real choice when she's after 30, it's absolutely another situation. In this moment, woman will feel absolutely confident, she doesn't feel faulty, she's not ashamed or something. Anyway, I won't tell lies, okay, because I'm not sure what type of single mothers you have in USA. Okay guys, for now we have a technical break, just 20 minutes we had chatting with you. If you have more questions, we get back to you in 10-15 minutes, okay, please stay with us. We are going inside again, so if you will have more questions, I would like to answer them later, okay. See you later, stay with us, bye bye.